Hello and welcome into the Piles of Paragraphs creative space. I'm Lori and today I'm going to work on another piece for Happy Mail. You know how I love to make things for Happy Mail. I hope everyone's doing well today and has had a chance to do something creative. Okay, my kitty Debbie wants to get on my desk. Okay, no, hon. Okay. Okay, no, baby. No, baby. Okay. Yeah. She may make an appearance. We'll see. I'll try to discourage it, but she seems to want to be on my desk right this minute. Okay. All right, Bear. Okay. Move along, Devin. Move along. Okay, back to the project at hand. I'm going to make a little accordion file that will fit in a business size envelope because that's usually what I use for my Happy Mail. So I'm going to start off with an 8x8 square of just paper, and it only has printing on one side, and then I have cut some plain copy paper down to 7x6. Okay, so take this over here. This is the finished product. It goes really nicely right in the envelope. So let's get started. Okay, so pages. I took my 8x8 piece of paper and I cut it down to 8x7.5. Let me measure that and make sure that's right. I've done 2 or 3 projects this morning, so let's make sure I haven't confused that information. Yes, it's still going to be 8 this way and then 7.5. Yeah, 7.5 this way. So with this, I have done my scoring at 0.5. Where's my score tool? So I scored it at half an inch. I scored it at 4, which is scoring it in half. And then I scored it at, let's see, yeah, 7.5 because this is 8. So what basically you're going to have a ½ inch at the top on both sides just to make it a little bit more sturdy. Okay, so that's the scoring for that one. Score tool back away. Get my glue paper. And I'm going to go ahead and glue these over so they get a chance to dry a little bit while we work on the other pieces. I'm using the purple glue so it'll show up. Just a bit of glue along there, fold it over, give it a good burnish. Same thing on the other side. Okay. I'm used to using glue that is white, and the purple is really bright. Okay, and then this is scored in the middle. So there we go. So there's the holder part. Now let's work on the accordion part. Set that glue page over there. So these are 7x6, so they fit inside. Yep, 7, and then 6. Oopsie. Got all 3 of them together and they're scooting around. So 7x6. So these will take and fold in half. And you can score them if you like. I'm just using, it's like 20-pound copy paper, so it's very light. So I'm just going to fold them over and so you want your fold to go along the 7-inch part there. Okay. Oops. piece of glue paper here. And this time I'm going to use my art glitter glue on the edges because I want a nice thin line of glue. So I'm going to glue along this edge and along this edge. Okay. Make sure I didn't glue over too far. Nope, that works. Do this one the same way. I'm just putting 3 pockets in this little accordion folder because I don't want the envelope to be too thick or it's extra postage. So anything over 1/4 of an inch, unless it's changed recently, that's what it has been, is 1/4 of an inch. So okay, so now we have these done. Let's put the pin back in the pin glue. Pin back in the pin glue. No, pin back in the glue bottle. My goodness. Okay. Got these all nice and glued together. I'm going to grab my little ruler and kind of make a little, gonna make a little mark, which is halfway, which helps me with my thumb holes as well as with the glue. So this is 7, so 3 1/2. Let's see if I can get this to go across all 3 of the pockets so I can see it. There we go. Okay. So now I want to glue these together. And I'm just going to put glue in the center, but not where I'm going to do the thumb notch. So down maybe, I don't know, 1/2 inch or so. And then, do kind of a good blob here in the center. So it'll hold up to you opening it over and over again. And then I want to make sure the top is lined up and the edges. Give it a good brush. Okay. Same thing here, down from where you're going to do the thumb notch. Is it actually a thumb notch? Is it a divot? What is this? What is that thing? It indicates a pocket. Okay, lid my glue for a second. Line these up with the top. It's more important for the top to be perfectly aligned than the bottom. You got a little wiggle room at the bottom. Okay, so I have these glued together, and I'm not going to pull on them yet because they're not dry. But I'm going to get my little hole punch and kind of try to make this centerish. And apparently I was successful with not putting glue there because I just shot little domes of paper all over. Okay. So now these are drying. Let's go ahead and attach them to the folder, to the holder. I'm going to do that just in the center as well. If you glue it all the way across, it doesn't open nicely. So a little glue along here. Hopefully I'm in shot so you can see that. Sorry, I pulled that towards me a bit. And then line it up. burnish as well. And then we'll do the front cover. This is kind of a fun little quick project. Fold that over, give it a good burnish. You could also round the top corners if you wanted to. Let's let that sit there for just a second and talk about what kind of fun things we could put in here. Let's see. Where did I put all my little bits that I gathered? I've got some stamps that are jumping ship. I've got some French pharmacy labels, an old Borden coupon, some more French pharmacy labels, some stamps. I've got an old receipt from a bakery, which will just fit down in there. It'll stick up a little bit out of the pockets though, but and then I've got some check receipts from 1951. That kind of stuff would be fun in here, along as also like stickers and let's see, what else could you put in here? Well, whatever kind of stuff you want to put in your Happy Mail. Glue on my fingers. Okay, so let's kind of gingerly pull this apart, and there we go. So there it is. It's the little, I'm calling it the Happy Mail accordion file. And I started out with a piece of plain paper this one is 8 by 8. So I took it and cut it down to 7.5 by 8. And that's what you use for the cover. The pockets are, I don't have any more pockets. I used like copy paper, lightweight, plain paper, or you could use printed paper too, just you're only going to see the insides of it, so a little bit on the outsides of it. And those pieces were cut to 7 by 6. You fold them in half, and then you score the cover piece at 1/2 inch, 4 inch, and 7.5 inches. And there you go. There's your little accordion folder. Go right in your little Happy Mail envelope with a little room to spare. And of course it'll be a little fatter once you fill it with your goodies, but it's a nice little piece. And of course you can decorate it and do whatever you want to with it, really, from that point. So let's see if I want to put some stuff. Let's put a couple of things in here. Checks, receipts in here. Add my coupon up here to the front pocket. Put the French pharmacy labels in the center pocket. This one might be a bit too big. Oh, it fits. I'm going to put this bakery one also in the back. So, yeah, a few little fun bits in there. It still fits nicely in the envelope. So, there you go. There's the Happy Mail accordion file folder. Not really a folder, but you know, I call everything a folder. Okay, Happy Mail accordion file. Thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, and I sincerely hope that you did, please leave me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and leave me a comment because I would love to hear from you. And so for now, I will say bye-bye.